Okay, today is February 25th, and take two for this video because June sent me a message on Skype, and then I ended up accidentally stopping the recording. So, like I said in the first one, I have some questions for today. Maybe it'll be a little more interesting, so stay tuned. Here, I'll tell you the questions first so that you can decide whether or not it's worth watching. First question, what is the thing that you hate most? Question number 1. Question number 2, second question, how does Katrina flirt? How does Katrina flirt? Third question, when has a prank gone too far? I need to sneeze, but I can't sneeze. Okay, question 10. Why is it that some humans have no empathy, and how can you get them to see that their actions have caused harm? Okay, those are my 4 questions for today from housemates, I believe. So, let's start with question number 1. What is the thing that you hate most? If you're talking about objects, like an actual item, something, then the thing that I hate most is something. I can't think of anything specific, to be honest. Maybe I don't like. Oh, I don't really like the feeling of what is it? Like, it's a material, and I don't like the feeling of it. Yes, that didn't explain anything at all. So we'll just talk about something else. Something, maybe a pet peeve, I guess. We can talk about a pet peeve. A pet peeve that I have would be when people schedule things super last minute and you're really busy with things, and then maybe it's a commitment that you have, like you're in a club and you join a committee, and then the committee leaders tell you very last minute every week, because this happened to me before. They would call a meeting, but they would tell us a day in advance, and it's very hard if you have things planned already, but you want to commit time to this committee, right? So things like that bother me, or they're pet peeves of mine. But I mean, I understand sometimes you do have to do that, but when it's every single time and you notify your committee very late every single time, then it's a little frustrating. So next question, how does Katrina flirt? Next question, when has a prank gone too far? Just kidding, I'll answer that question, but later. When has a prank gone too far? I think it depends on the prank. Sometimes we can think that it's very funny, or that people will enjoy it, but sometimes it goes too far just because we don't realize that someone is bothered by it, or we don't think that it's such a big deal, but it actually is. And I've actually been part of a prank where it went a little too far, and I didn't realize it because I didn't know that this person was bothered by it, or there were certain things about the situation that brought back memories of the past, or things that happened in the past. So, yeah, I think pranks shouldn't really be done, and if it is, it should be done very carefully, where you know that the person won't be bothered. But even then, you never really know. So I think a lot of pranks go too far. There's the difference between being silly and really wanting to pull a prank. And pranks, the thing about a prank is no one should get hurt, but a lot of times people get hurt in pranks. So I don't really think pranks are good, or that we should do them. Yeah. Okay. Next question. Why is it that some humans have no empathy, and how can you get them to see that their actions have caused harm? Okay. I don't think that there are humans who have no empathy. I think just some of them don't have as much, and maybe it's because of the way they grew up. Maybe they don't realize, or maybe they've never really felt like they've gotten empathy from other people. To get them to see that their actions have caused harm is difficult. We can always try. We can talk to people. We can express feelings, try to get them to see it from a different perspective, but it's completely up to them for it to happen, and it's harder because they maybe have never had to do this before or felt this way before, so it makes it a little harder to do. But I think the best thing you can do is try to talk to them and maybe even better than that, is to show them empathy and to try to follow up with it and express in some way, or maybe that's just it too. Sometimes actions, right? They say actions speak louder than words. Sometimes they'll realize it later on. It's just a matter of if it's there. If you've done something for them, maybe they'll think back to it sometime in the future. Or at least that's what we can hope for, at the very least. Yeah. Okay. So the other question: how does Katrina flirt? How does Katrina flirt? It's a good question. If you were like, I want to flirt with someone, what would Katrina do? I don't think anyone has an answer to that. For that, what would Katrina do? Does any of you, do you think you know how I flirt? Like what things I do? Or if I'm doing something, does it mean I'm flirting? Anyone? Anyone? I think I'll leave this question for later. I want to see what people think. What people think, or if they imagine, if you can even imagine me flirting. What do I do when I flirt? I think I have to think about this. I'm not even sure what I do when I flirt. I don't even know if people think that I flirt sometimes. Or if I'm just being nice. You know, because sometimes you just want to be nice to someone, but then they take it as flirting. So I don't know. Not that I'm saying that sometimes maybe I am flirting. But maybe I'm distinguishing it, masking it. Yes. By being nice. Or not by being nice, but because I just like to be nice. What's the difference? That makes it difficult though, right? When someone's nice to everyone, then you don't know if they like you or not. And you don't know if they're flirting with you or not. But that's hard because I just like to be nice to people. But then sometimes I like someone too. And then, I don't know, can't tell if I'm flirting or not. So, okay, what do you think it means for Katrina to flirt? This is my question. Yes, and I will tell you how I flirt at a later time. Dun-dun. Alright, that is all for today. Look out for tomorrow, because I guess I'll try to let Andy come back on the video, and I guess he can ask me questions if he would like, but we'll determine whether or not I'll answer all of his questions. So check back tomorrow. Hopefully he can. We'll see. I don't know if we'll have time before GBM tomorrow, maybe after. And then check out Wednesdays too. It's going to be a little different, and our last video on Thursday will be pretty, maybe kind of exciting too. I have a little story to tell you. Yeah. Okay, that's all. Alright, that's really all. Okay, have a good night, good evening, good morning, or good day.